Hello YouTube, my name is Zyva. I've decided to record a few videos here. Just a few short 15-minute videos discussing random things that I want to talk about Herocraft. I shot a how-to Herocraft set list, group of videos that were about 30 minutes long a piece, and I looked at the analysis of them. People haven't really been watching them. There have only been about, I believe, average of 5 minutes of watching the videos. Only a few of the admins have actually watched the whole thing, it seems. So I'm going to go ahead and record a few 15 minutes sets here. Just talking about random things in Minecraft. They're not in any particular order, and I'm talking unscripted. As you might know from another video, I have my video playback thing doesn't work, so I'm actually recording while playing. So if I miss anything, there will be analogics? I'm not really sure what they're called. Little box things here. Anyway, there are a few things you need to know if you delve into the dungeons in Herocraft. First off, eating. If you take health, you're going to want to either, one, have a healer in your party. This is not really needed for the T1 dungeon or through T3 dungeon, especially if you're a ranged class character. I just kind of take damage because I get in bad positions. Anyway, if you have these two things right here, mana and energy. Your energy always sits back one right here. That way you don't heal over time. Your mana is used with some skills, and your energy is used with other skills. I believe my fire charge I have at 2 uses my mana. Uses some energy as well, but not a whole lot. And then my poison skill here uses just energy. It doesn't really say what they use. This one says it uses mana, this one doesn't, so I'm going to go ahead and guess that's how that works. I'm not really sure how that works. You can run forever and never use up your energy, so don't worry about it. Anyway, as long as you are out of combat, you can eat something. Out of combat, I believe, is 10 to 20 seconds from hitting something. And that basically just heals you back up. Anyway, as for dungeoning, when you're in a party for dungeoning, give me one moment, my ally here is taking off a little bit more than he can chew. And my bow just broke. There we go. Yes, I carry around at least 3 bows when I'm in dungeons because bows are very fragile. Alright, thing about dungeons, there are some mobs that can actually use spells. This is not really seen in the T1 dungeon. There are a few mobs that can use spells in the T1 dungeon, but it's not very common. In other dungeons, they use spells much more rapidly. Anyway, I was just going to say something, but I forgot what it was. I'm going to give him, there we go. Alright, so when you're in a party, you're going to want to know a few details about being in a party. First off, commands. Commands are very important for party. They are /party, which allows you to chat in a party, /party invite, right, and then the player name, which allows you to invite people to the party. And then the other one you're going to want to learn is /party role. Now you're going to want to swap this to need, or I believe the other one is discard or something. Those will swap your role options so that you don't have to manually click in the text thing. If you don't have that automatically set, you're going to have a bunch of text here with a bunch of need things that you can click, and it turns into a nightmare. If you are not in a party, you can just go ahead and invite any random person. They don't have to join the party. It just kind of creates the party. If they do join the party, you can kick them. They'll probably just spam your thing saying, "Why did you invite me? Why did you kick me?" That's kind of annoying, yes, but it does happen, especially if you just invite random people to your party to initiate the party. I did have one person spam me for about an hour asking to duel me after I did that, so yes, there are people that will just be completely butthurt about things like that. What am I being attacked by? Anyway, when you're not in a party in the dungeon, you're going to want to move around a lot. These are PvP only after tier 5, so up to the tier 4 dungeon you should be good to just do PvP and PvE and not worry about others trying to come over and kill you. But still, even if you're not ranged, move around a lot, because like my friend over here, let me go catch him. We'll show you. Show the nice people. And do. Yep, I'm stuck in web. Yes, in the T1 dungeon there are webs everywhere. Watch out where they are. You can actually trap mobs in them. They'll spawn right next to them a lot of times. As my friend here is doing, if you're not really... the mobs do have extra skills like throw and jump and stuff. If you can trap them in water, they can't use their jump. They also can't throw you as far. I believe knockback counters against that, but I never carry any knockback gear, or rather I have not gotten lucky enough to randomly grab some from the field. Dungeons are a great source of finding random gear as well. These pants I keep picking up shirts for some reason. These are all found in the dungeon. Rarely you can actually find much better stuff, but most likely you're just going to find the useless stuff. Alright, let me give a shirt to my friend here. Yeah, so randomly you find random gear. Every so often, especially in the higher up dungeons, you will find gear that is enchanted with random stuff. How the health and stuff works in HT-Herocraft is much different from regular Minecraft. As you can see, I have 12% health here, but that is 900 out of 983 health. So you can actually take quite a lot of hits before dying, even if you don't have armor on. Now, because these guys are equipped with diamond swords, you do take quite a bit of damage. I believe a diamond sword is somewhere around 40 damage, and a golden weapon is somewhere around 45, I believe. The weakest item in the game is obviously wooden, and I believe that still deals around 20 damage. So, even if you can't equip anything but a wooden item, you should still be able to deal a decent amount of damage. Don't use a block don't use bread to attack, don't use pants to attack, don't use actual blocks to attack. Those deal 1 damage. Your fist alone deals 3 damage, so you are kind of defeating the purpose of fighting at all with anything in your hand other than a weapon or your fist. I don't think there is an actual class that fights with your fist. I would love to see one. Maybe make certain items their weapon of choice. And that pulls another thing up. Classes each have a weapon of choice. You can easily see that with /hero gear. Or is it gear? No. /hero, I think it's tools. There we go. It pops up my weapon types. Sword, I can only go up to gold. Stone, spade, stone, pickaxe, gold, stone, axe, I can go all the way up to diamond. Axe is my weapon of choice for the character. I am currently a ranger. Weapons of choice for a ranger are actually an axe and a bow. With the bow, I can actually deal somewhere around 200 damage. That is because of the drawback of the bow, taking, I believe it's about 2 seconds, versus a weapon being able to just strike at will. So, if you are a ranger, it is a lot more powerful than any other of the classes, but you also go through arrows like crazy. Once you hit level 15 ranger, you can use yes, another one you're going to want to learn is /skills. It'll pull up all your skills. The other, once you get level 15, you find this, you get this. Summon arrow. Every 10 seconds it summons more arrows. I bound that to my weapon with /skills bind, and then the spell that I wanted to bind. And every time I draw back my bow, every 10 seconds, it summons more arrows. So, I commonly just have a whole bunch of arrows that I have no... they just plague up my inventory. Anyway, almost about done with this video here. Dungeons are one of the best ways of getting money. Now, as you can see here, I have tiny soul shards and small soul shards. Basically, these allow me to trade in at the exchange at spawn and get 1 currency each and 3 currency each. There are others that you can get in the higher level areas. I believe up to like 40 currency each, something around there. They are rarer to find, but they do give a lot more souls. I like to stack these at my base when I go digging or farming, just so that I can come back here with a lot of them, or not here, but spawn and with a lot of them and cash them in. I cash them in usually when they're stacked like this. As for when you're in a dungeon, right over there on that bridge is the gate back to spawn. Basically, you just climb up this hill over here, get back up there, cash them in, come back and play more in the dungeon. Now, this is the T1 dungeon. There are dungeons that are further. There are actually a few around spawn. In fact, if you go out from spawn, north, east, south, or west, sorry, I'm not sure why I'm lisping here, north, east, south, or west from spawn, you can find some higher level dungeons. I seem to be lagging because of rendering and recording at the same time. Kind of ignore that. There, if you follow this road here, you will get to the T2 dungeon gate. I'm not going to run anymore. My computer seems to be lagging a lot. Anyway, that is pretty much it. You will also find... Alright, one other thing before I go here. You will also find lots of these with Fortune 1 and the other ones without Fortune 1. I'm not really sure why Fortune 1 is on these, but they are. I believe these are prismarine shards. You can actually use these to craft prismarine blocks if you put them together. They will actually lose their knowledge crystal effects if you do that, though. Same with coal. You can burn this. I don't know why you would. I did it for an experiment to see if I could. It doesn't really seem like gas spawn a whole lot in the nether. Then again, even if you are a ranger, it doesn't seem like you can really hit them. From what it seems like, they fixed it so that you can hit them further than 10 blocks. But I'm not sure if collecting them is even really good, because Nether is a PvP only area, so this is probably the easiest way to collect them for potion making. Soul catalysts are for fusing armor with special abilities. That takes a soul catalyst, another soul item, and an item like this to craft. Anyway, you'll also find a lot of these. I basically just sell these for 1 credit on shop. These are not valuable. They are a little uncommon. They are uncommon to find off enemies, but they are not valuable at all. Like I said, I sell them for 1 credit. I'll get 2 credits off of this. The thing that is expensive is the keys to unlock these. The keys to unlock these can go for as much as about 800 gold, or not gold, coins, through about, I believe it's 400 coins is the lowest you'll ever find one for. Alright, so I guess that's it. I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye and have a nice day.